everyone. I am Wendy Rodgers, President and CEO of the Beavercreek Chamber of Commerce, and I am here with a celebrity. I am here with Wendy from Beaver Vu Bowl, and they just had an amazing experience, which I'm sure most of you participated in, but the fabulous Queen of Hearts. So it was something, wasn't it, Wendy?
The Queen of Hearts was a ride. When we started this, who would have ever imagined what happened?
Yeah.
None of us. We started this September 1 of 2020. That was our very first board.
Really? I did not realize it hadn't been that long.
Yeah, and the first board, we found that queen in 8 weeks. Boom, she was done. We were so excited to hand somebody $1,700. It's amazing. And then we go to the second board. That one went a little longer, and we kept progressively getting a little longer. And our fifth board, we went 40 weeks. 40 weeks, that was it. But we gave away $57,000, and we're like, this, what are we going to do? This is just absolutely incredible. This is a huge number. And then we started the infamous Board 6.
Infamous.
Yeah.
And what was the final number on that?
Just over $1 million. It was 1,037, 700 and some odd at that point in time change. We went 51 weeks. We started that board at 20,000 because how the Queen of Hearts works is each week a small portion, percentage. You can do up to 40, that's kind of standard. We did not, we did less than that. And we started Board 6 at $20,000. Okay. So that's kind of where it started. We then kept getting more and more and got up to 100,000. We're like, wow, this is this is awesome. Big, this is big. And it's like, wow, at one point we were actually higher than an Ohio lottery rolling cash 5. And we're like, I can't even imagine we are in this position.
Right.
So as we're going along, more tickets, we're starting to get a little more people are coming in, a little more excitement. And then it kept building. Then we hit 200,000. We're like, oh my goodness. So by now, we have now gone through 4 different tumblers because the tumblers get so full.
Right.
We have to go and get another one. So I have quite a collection of tumblers. But the 200,000, okay, we're starting to get a little bit more. By April, end of March, beginning of April, that's really where this thing exploded. It was, people were coming in to buy tickets. We're good. We love this too. This is a lot of fun. We're meeting a lot of new people, getting more people into our bowling family is what we call. And so we're going through it, and then it got over 300,000. Wow. Then it got over 400,000, and it's like, okay, our staff and I were meeting every week. We're like, what can we do better? What can we make it better for everyone? Because really we're an entertainment center, and we want to make sure that everyone that walks in our doors has a great experience.
Sure, absolutely.
So we started to change things up. We have kiosks located throughout our center, which is kind of cool. And we had to start limiting our menu so that we could get food out.
Sure.
Because we started to see a delay in the amount of time it was taking to get food out to people. So we did that. We added more bartenders, me included. Then we're doing all sorts of different things just to continue to make this a party, because that's what it is. It's a block party. Then we hit the news. And at that point in time, that's where we had a couple weeks where we weren't doing as well as we could. So that's where we were talking with the fire marshal. Thank you, Randy. We were talking with the Beavercreek police. Thank you guys for patrolling our parking lot, keeping everyone safe. We all decided that we really needed to look at what can we do more for the people outside, getting the people inside, but kind of limiting. So yes, that's where we went to wristbands. No, we never charged for them. That was just come on in. We used it simply to count the number of people in the business, keeping us all safe.
Yeah.
That was our focus. And so we had to limit it. Yes, we had Beavercreek police there.
Mhm.
Yes, we had a security detail there, making sure, again, everyone could get out to the entrances if something catastrophic happened.
Right.
Making sure that people could get through the parking lot, which became the biggest block party that I have seen in a long time.
Or me. It was huge.
We had the food truck.
Yes.
We had the food truck. We had the DJ outside. I would look out there. I'd see people with coolers, pot easy ups. Man, they were all over the place.
I could tell people had their favorite spots too, because you could see the same easy ups coming in.
Yeah.
So it was quite something. I mean, you had folks. I think the first drawing. I mean, I just looked down the parking, outside our parking lot, and people were it's like constant stream of people walking down the sidewalk to the bowling alley. So it was pretty amazing, and they were carrying cakes and food, and I was like, they were truly having a party.
One of our bowlers, I think it was about in January, came to me and he's like, you know what, Wendy? I'm going to have to park up at St. Luke's by the time we get to there. You're going to draw my ticket. We're going to just have a couple, two cards left. You're going to draw my ticket, and I'm going to have the wrong number. It's like, oh, don't worry about it. Well, I said, I can't even imagine getting there. Well, God, we did get there. So thank you. Oh, my gosh. So we have to talk about that. You talking about people walking down the walkway. Our neighbors were so tremendous. I cannot thank them enough. Dodd's Dental, man, we share that little bit of a parking lot. We had to make sure that they could get their customers in during the day, and then trying to keep that all connected. Kroger's, bless you. I know there were people parking up there. I know there were people just standing. All the way, I looked out that last drawing, and I saw just a sea of people up the ramp that came down from Kroger. Submarine House, Marion's, go on and on. You guys have been tremendous, and I do appreciate that. We had people from all over, as you said.
Right.
One of my favorite stories was a group of ladies that came into the area. They stayed at the hotel because they were going to have a good time. So they came in on Monday morning. They stayed in a hotel. They Ubered everywhere. They started telling me about all the different places that they had been and the different restaurants, and they looked at me and went, "What are we going to do now?" And I'm like, "I don't know. What are we going to do now?" So we go back to that $1 million drawing, and we're at that point where we just did it all in one day.
Yeah.
We just had to. We were at 51 weeks into that board, and so when we pulled a ticket, that wasn't the one. So then we pulled the next one. Can't believe it. 5 numbers on 5 numbers. We never duplicated the number. So we went down to 4 cards, down to 3, and then down to 2, and we found her. And the gentleman was actually outside. He wasn't one inside. Got there, and he was there, and he had probably 3 or 4 buddies that were there with him. The eruption and the excitement and the pure joy of those people was, I'd never experienced anything like that, and it was something I will never forget. It was really cool.
It was really amazing, and I love that you guys added the live stream for Facebook so that people outside could watch it. You had the PA system outside so we could hear too, and it was really awesome. I remember because we did a little watch party here at the chamber, and then we walked down and we watched it on our phones
Yes.
on Facebook Live and listened to the PA, and it was really cool because when it was announced and you could see everybody hugging him, what an amazing thing! What a life-changing moment! I mean, what you guys did was so incredible to give these 2 people a new lease on life, to say, and just the impact alone that you made to our Beavercreek community with folks coming in from out of town because they stayed here at hotels in Beavercreek and they shopped at our retail and they ate at our restaurants. So you guys impacted lives of so many people, and that is such an incredible thing and something to be so proud of. I mean, Beaver Vu Bowling has already been a staple in Beavercreek forever. But to do this and this size was truly an incredible feat. And I just want to say from us, thank you for all the things that you did for everybody.
Well, thank you. I mean, we're very proud of Beavercreek. We feel we're in the heart of Beavercreek, and there's so much that this city has to offer. And they hear Dayton and they hear Wright Pat, and that's great, and that is important. There's nothing about that, but there's Beavercreek too, and we do a lot for the community as far as, the greater Dayton area. It's all of us. So to bring in people from outside and be able to offer them an experience that they're going to keep memories by is really cool. So so talking about that second one real quick. I told you we kept a little bit back. So everybody asked me, how did this one start so big? Well, again, there was that little bit that had been kept. I can't keep any of this. 100% of the raffle goes back to the people. Beaver Vu Bowl gets nothing of that raffle money. So that little bit that's kept back, plus the sales from the week before, is why we started at over 600,000.
Okay.
So that answers that question. That's another question I've got. How did we get there so fast? So then we sold tickets for 10 days. Because quite frankly, a supply chain issue happened.
Sure.
We ran out of tickets at that $1 million. I didn't have a ticket to be sold at all in my business. So we were working with the printer that we use, and it was a company in Pennsylvania, and bless their souls as well as far as getting those tickets to us. We're calling them up going, what can we do to expedite it? And they did an amazing job and got us tickets. So we had 3 days where we didn't sell tickets for the next one at 600,000. So then we started selling tickets. So every day we felt it was important to let people know what the sales were from the day before and what the balance went up to. So that's how we got to $914,000. And actually we were giving out $599 for just drawing your ticket.
Right.
So we drew the first ticket, card 17. Not a big deal. It's a wide open board. We're good. We drew the second ticket, and can you imagine? It was the exact same number on that ticket. The odds of it are
right,
enormous.
Yes.
And then we went on. So really, may have been the 7th ticket that we pulled, but it was the 6th card that we cut on that board.
That's amazing.
And $900,000 later. And all of these people have a bowling connection. That was really cool.
That is very cool.
So because that's our heart. That's what we are. We're a bowling center. And to have that bowling connection as well was just an added bonus.
So I know, Wendy, people are dying to know, is Queen of Hearts, is she going to rear her head again anytime soon?
The Queen of Hearts, bless her, so she's on a retreat. She's tired. She's on a retreat. She's tired. Bringing her back is not something that we are not going to do, but it's not something we know when or if we're bringing her back. What we have is what I call our Post-it notes. We have a lot of ideas on how to help maintain this, how to keep it under manageable.
Sure. That was a big deal.
So we're not saying no, but we don't know when. And we're not saying yes. So just bear with us as we try and figure this out.
I just think that means you're just going to have to regularly check in at Beaver Vu Bowling to see if there's any news on Queen of Hearts. And while you're there, check out a league, or even better, you have a big charity event coming up.
We do. So as I said, we want to get back to making our bowling memories. We've made a lot of incredible memories with the Queen of Hearts, but you know what? We're a bowling center. That's our core. That's our soul. So we have our charity challenge coming up, which we always consider that's our kickoff of the bowling event, of the bowling season. And that starts on August 2nd. We're going to run it for 6 days. Okay. This is really a family event. When I talk about Beaver Vu Bowl, we're invested in the community, but we're also a family business. And for 39 years, we've been doing this charity challenge. And I don't think a lot of people realize that.
That's pretty incredible. That's a long time. And who's the charity for?
The charity this year, and we did it last year as well, Dayton Children's now has Shriners are down there. They just got in there last year. They are an incredible organization. It was so much fun and empowering to us to get to know those people down there, and to see some of the things that they have done for kids. Kids are important, man. They are a future. They're a future for everything. And so, I originally started as a youth coach. No, not many people remember that. But so kids are really what I believe strongly in. The Shriners are actually doing some bowling activities these couple weeks leading up to the charity challenge, so it's really fun. But yeah, my family comes and bowls in it. The owner's family, they all have bowled in it since they were little kids. We have kids from the ages of 5 bowl in it. I know it sounds like a tournament, and it looks like a tournament because it's 9-pin, no tap. It's 3 games. Yeah, there's going to be a championship finals and everything. But really, it's about us all coming together and doing something positive. The fun part is on August 6th, we're going to have somebody from the Shriners there.
Are you?
Yeah, she's going to come. I'm going to be able to give her the check and really kind of talk about the organization. So let's give back to the greater Dayton, and we just want to blow out the numbers this year, just like we have been blowing out numbers the last 2 weeks.
Exactly. I love that. How can people register? How can they get a hold of you for the charity bowling?
Simple. Give me a call. We can get you signed up over the line. You can go to our website, DaytonBowling.com, and you can sign up there. And new this year, we've just added now that you can do online reservations for any of our in-center tournaments. So the charity challenge, you want to bowl, go there. This is online, sign up for tournaments. You can sign up yourself.
Okay.
You can sign up your whole family. Make it all. We'll get you all in the same lane.
So I have to ask, are bumpers allowed in this tournament, Wendy?
I'd like to say they are, but really, since it's a charity event, we don't allow bumpers. And I do appreciate that question.
I just had to ask because that would be a requirement of mine for bowling. But hey, I love it. And I just want to encourage everybody to come out and support the Shriners, Dayton Children's Hospital, and of course Beaver Vu Bowling. They have done such amazing things over their whole 39 years of this program, Queen of Hearts, giving back to our community. So please reach out and be a part of this amazing opportunity starting next week. And of course, if you don't have their information, you can always go on to the member directory at the Chamber of Commerce at beavercreekchamber.org and get all of the contact information you need. But Wendy, it was such a pleasure to have you today and go over the Queen of Hearts and things that are coming up at Beaver Vu Bowl. And I love it that we're the Wendy's. I'm like,
absolutely.
that is awesome. But thank you so much. And we thank you from the bottom of our heart for all that you've done for the community. And you guys are just amazing. And thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you.